Good morning, student. Today we will learn about power in AC circuits. First, student, I will try to explain you what is the meaning of the term power. Suppose we have a circuit like this. This is the EMF. Work, suppose the current I flows. Work done by the battery is given by, say, charge Q flows through this in time t second. Now, work done per unit time. So this work done per unit time is known as student power. And if you see, it is the product of EMF and I, so it is a constant power. But in case of AC circuit, student, power is given by the same formula, EMF and current. So here the time word will come, student. Because here, now this voltage can be written as student. Today you see this symbol, I have just changed the symbol to make it concept clear. Suppose we have a voltage source voltage I am writing it by S. So this I am writing it as VSM sine omega t. This is the maximum source voltage, student. So now I am using the word SM. S stands for source. Now here, student, power is varying with respect to time. So there is a word known as average power. Power average. It is given by upon total. So this, student, you have to integrate and you can solve and you can check it. Okay. I am writing the direct result. Okay. So this will come out to be, student, this can be written as, student, this cos phi is known as power factor, student. Is known as power factor. Now, student, I will tell you the detailed derivation of this power factor also. See, we have RLC circuit, student. There is the source, RLC. Okay, student. Here this phi the value of phi was given to be so if I draw a triangle, student, this angle is phi, this is xc minus xl, then this quantity will come out to be under root so cos phi will be equal to r upon this factor, and this is known as impedance, student. Means net effective resistance of the circuit. This is the power factor, student. We'll come into the detailed part of it. What is the meaning? Now you see the derivation part only. Now, student, for average power, this is the formula. We have another formula for power, average power, student. From here, students, see, I can write this is the maximum voltage, so here Ohm's law is applicable. So this I can write IR means IZ upon root 2 cos phi, student, R by Z. So this Z get cancels. So average power ISM square by 2 into R, and this is, student, I square RMS into R. This is another formula of average power, student. Remember, student, this is this I have taken LCR circuit, okay? So in the average power term only R is coming. L and C are not there in this term, student. This you have to check. Now let's solve one conceptual question. Suppose, student, we have a circuit like this. And then we have in this case, student, P average. You see formula is this. So R is 0 here. So P average is 0. Similarly here also P average is 0. But here P average is not equal to 0. How much exactly will come later on, okay? Here not 0, but here average powers are 0. Now this means average power 0 means the work done by battery is 0. Means battery is not giving any energy. So what is the meaning of this average power 0? That I will explain you, student. This formula, student, you have to remember, our average power. Now student, how this comes out to be 0? Because power is work done per unit time. This means battery is not doing any work. So what is the meaning of this term, student? Just to try. I will explain by a graph, student. This is VI graph. Sorry, voltage time graph, student. This is current time graph, student. Okay, student, now you see. One more thing. This is a current time, but this is voltage, this is current. See, here current is 0, voltage is maximum. So this is the case, voltage is leading current. Current is coming afterwards. Voltage is leading current. So this is the case of inductor, student. Now you see this part of the graph. Here V is positive, I is negative. So what is the power, student? Power basic formula is VI, student. So this part power is negative. Now you see this part. Here power is positive, power is positive. So VI is positive. See this part. Power is V is negative. Here I said power, V it is. V positive, I positive. So power is positive. Here V is negative, current is positive. So VI product is negative. Again you see this part. V negative, I negative, power positive. So see, power is alternating, positive, negative, positive, negative. This total power comes out to be 0. This is actually also called instantaneous power, student. Now see, what is the meaning of this positive and negative power? That you understand, student. The same case will happen here also. But student, if you see the graph of I of this, it will come like this, student. I am drawing it here only. This is R. Here you see, student. V positive, I positive, power positive. Positive, positive, again positive. Negative, negative, VI positive. Negative, again VI positive. So in this case, in case of R, VI is always positive. Hence, average power is not 0. Now, sister, what is the meaning of positive power and negative power? Power positive means battery is giving energy. Power positive means battery is giving energy. Power negative means battery is taking energy. Battery is taking energy. So in case of inductor and capacitor, what happens is, in case of inductor and capacitor. In case of inductor and capacitor, what happens is the energy given by battery is stored in inductor and capacitor, and this energy is returned back to the source. Hence, average power comes out to be 0. So now student, I think you have understood the meaning in case of inductor, average power, how it is 0. The energy delivered is energy taken back to that source, and power positive means power negative means this. Means here the work is done, here work is not done. That is the meaning by the battery. Now in case of resistor, student, what happens? See, in case of resistor, work done by battery is dissipated in the form of heat by R. Hence, this energy cannot be returned. Heat energy cannot be returned. So, average power is not 0. So, this is the concept, student, of the power case. And now, in case of AC, remember, student, we will use instantaneous power. Now, let's solve some question based on this, student. Suppose I have two circuits. Here the voltage I am applying is this is R, this is C, this is L. This I am taking C1, L1, R. Another circuit I am taking, student. Same voltage. Resistance same, but these values are different. And the question is, average power, will it be same or not in both these cases? Just now, student, we have seen one formula of power average. I square RMS into R. If you see from this formula, in average power R is coming, and in both the circuit R is same. This means by seeing this formula, the answer will be seems like the average power is same. But student, remember, this is the clue. Average power is not same in both these cases, but formula is saying it is same. Okay, student. Now I will clarify this concept. Formula, it is coming same, but actually it is not the same. So how to explain this part? Okay. So let's find out the average power in first case A, student. Now, student, how to find out this current? I square. This circuit, student, we have already solved it, and we have seen how to find out the current of this circuit. So this current will come out to be, student, Now student, what is the relation between I maximum is equal to student I RMS is equal to student ISM under root 2. This is the basic relation. So here I RMS square is there. It will come out to be ISM square upon 2. And what is the value of ISM? ISM means the maximum current, student. VSM upon under root XL minus XC whole square. So here I have to write the value of I square RMS. This square by 2. So this square upon 2. So this whole square upon 2 will come, student, into R. Okay, student? This I am rubbing this part now. So from here the average power will come out to be V square Sm upon 2 into R square plus XL minus XC whole square into R square. This can be written as V square Sm upon 2 or this is omega L, this is omega C. Now student, you see the average power in case of A. Here C1 L1. So here I will write in case of A, this is C1, this is L1. Now for case B, how much is the average power? It will come out to be V square Sm, R is same, R square plus, here I will write omega L2 compare student average power. This is A, this is B. Say student average power is different, you see, because these values are different. Can you see it? Now student, how to explain this formula connection with this case? R is same in both the case, but I RMS is different in both these cases. Due to that, the power is different, student. Like this you can explain now. Because see, this is same, voltage is same, but these values are different. So this means though the R is same, the average power is not same. It is not same, student. This means, student, though battery does work only on R, जो बैटरी का वर्क है वो R के कारण आ रहा है, but the value of average power depends on the value of L and C. The value of average power will depend on the value of L and C. This means even if R is same, the average power will not be same, because you can explain that IR, this current is not same in both the cases. In both the cases. This means the value of average power is decided, though work is done only on R, but value of average power decided by value of L and C. That is the meaning of this. Value of average power will be decided by the value of L and C. This is the clue which you have to understand, student. So we have explained how the average power in inductor is 0, why the average power in capacitor is 0. Now student, when this power is maximum, first I am writing the formula. First I am writing general formula of average power. Now student, this V, this is maximum voltage square. This can be written as, okay, first let me find the maximum value. Maximum. This will become maximum only when this factor is 0. That is condition. When omega L minus 1 by omega C is equal to 0. So omega L is equal to 1 by omega C. This is the frequency for which power will become maximum, and this is known as student resonance frequency. I will come into it. So the value of average power, student, this is the condition. So this I am writing it here. Condition is omega is equal to under root LC. And what is the value, student? C. V square Sm into R upon 2R square. This is 0. So if I simplify it, this will become V square Sm upon 2R this, student, can be written as V square RMS upon check this, student. What is the formula? Again I am writing the basic formula. VRMS is VSM upon under root 2. You square this, you will get this. But this is the formula of maximum power, student. Remember it. Maximum average power. And this happens at this frequency. The power becomes maximum. This phenomena is known as, student, resonance. This is known as, student, resonance. So what is resonance? What happens? See, in resonance, student, this quantity, in resonance first, the frequency, it happens at this. Second, omega L becomes equal to omega C. This means XL becomes equal to XC. This is C, student. Okay? And third, power becomes maximum. And power becomes maximum means current becomes maximum. And the total resistance, I should not write total resistance, I should write total impedance. Becomes is equal to R. Remember, we are talking about resonance. This happens in series LCR circuit. At this frequency, it happens, students. These conditions. Power becomes maximum. This is power, student. Okay. Current becomes maximum. Total impedance becomes is equal to R. This frequency at which the current becomes maximum is known as resonant frequency. This can be also written as, student, as you know, omega is 2 pi epsilon. Resonant frequencies. Now, student, we will draw a graph. Between average power and frequency. The graph is like this, student. First power increases, then it decreases, and this frequency, power is maximum. Okay, student. This is the graph between power and frequency. Now I will take 2 points here. This is the point where the power is half of the maximum. Power is half of the maximum. This happens at 2 frequencies. This is omega 2, this is omega 1. This range of frequencies from here to here is known as bandwidth. We have one more term defined, quality factor. This is defined to be omega 2 minus 1 upon resonant frequency. So formula for quality factor is bandwidth upon resonance frequency. I am writing in short, bandwidth upon resonance frequency. If you solve it, it is very complicated process. After solving, one more formula comes. This is the formula, quality factor. Quality factor is another term, student, sharpness. I will explain you by the help of figure. Quality factor is also known as sharpness. I will explain you how it is, student. What is the meaning of this? Suppose, student, we have a circuit, 2 circuits. L and C are same, but R is different. Voltage applied is also same. Now since L and C are same, so resonance frequency for both will be same. Same for both. But student, the average power, if I find, the formula is V square RMS upon R. So in this case, the average power will be V square RMS upon 2R. See, first case average power is this, second case this. See, power is becoming half. This means if this is a graph of resistance R, the average power is decreasing. The graph will be like this. This is sharpness, student. This is quality. See, quality is reducing. This is quality, student. See, quality is inversely proportional to R. Higher the R, sharpness will decrease. Sharpness will decrease. So if you go on increasing the resistance, the quality will reduce, students, of the circuit. So what is the role of resistance? Resonance frequency does not depend on the resistance, students. See, resonance frequency does not depend on resistance. But quality factor depends on resistance. Okay, student. Today we have learned about resonance frequency, quality factor, and the average power. We'll continue in the next class.